thrilled that we have these tapers because I've been here for the evolution of the flameless candles. And, you know, as you well know, Carrie, for a long time, we had all kinds of, you know, 2-inch, 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch, 10-inch, 9-inch, 11-inch, and they were round and they were fat. We didn't have tapers for the longest time.
No.
So here they are, and then you get 6 of them, which is really, really nice. Now the top of them, don't think that's broken. That's actually made to be a little bit, you know, have a little bit of movement to it, so you can straighten it out when you get it home. So don't even worry about it when you look at it. But you get all 6 in your choice of colors, so we can have red. Ooh, fewer than 70 in the red. Look at the midnight blue. So for those of you who celebrate Hanukkah, or maybe blue is your home decor color, here's your blue. And then in green, fewer than 100 in the green, fewer than 100 in the green. But these are really nice. Carrie, I didn't do this, I should have. Let's see, they're probably less than $7 a piece. And I added the shipping and handling.
Yes, these are really beautiful. I have 2 of these that I have out all the time right at my front door. So I pulled these 2 from my front door, but I have them in just, you know, random little black holders, but you can see how it creates just this really beautiful candle garden. And the tapering on the tapers is really unique because most of the time we have that kind of straight cylinder taper with our collection. But with this one, we have that really beautiful tapered taper. So it has a little bit of a smaller top and goes out to that wider bottom. Where you're going to put your batteries in, it's going to take 2 AAA batteries, is also color coded. So if you are putting these into maybe glass candle holders or something like that, it's really going to give you that look of a real tapered candle. They're also made of real wax. And like you were saying, Pat, we made the tops a little bit have that movement in there like a natural flame would. You can also see that the wick is all done with that black as well. And then when these are lit up, you can also put them on that timer with the remote control, 6 hours on, 18 hours off.
See, life is so easy because
yeah.
I remember when taper candles were something that you had to light, you know, and if you were using them as part of your centerpiece, I've had many a friend almost light themselves on fire reaching across a table. This way you don't have to worry about that. And these come on every night. One of my absolute favorite things about flameless candles is it lights up rooms where maybe you don't go into a lot, but at night now when that flameless candle turns itself on and then turns itself off, it now has light. Your house looks lived in. It looks beautiful.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. I think we bonded on light adds life to space very early on when I came into Home Reflection. I think it was we were doing our first TSV candles together, and we talked about how much we love adding flameless to those spaces. That's why I keep these at my front door. I have another mirror right at my front door that has a little shelf, and it keeps all our sunglasses. It's a functional thing, but I put these there. So then every night they kind of come on, they set that mood, especially, you know, right now we're in the summertime glory, but everything will still come on at night. You can kind of change that timer easily with just a click of a button from far away. But these are beautiful. And, you know, you were talking about somebody setting themselves on fire, but also the mess. Do you remember? I feel like we stopped using tapers because they were so messy. And I feel for so long, everyone kind of put their beautiful taper holders away. They're like, we can't deal with this anymore.
Exactly.
So I loved that we decided, you know, with Home Reflections, it's time to, you know, bring the taper back, give it the moment that it deserves. But now it's safe and it's easy, and you can just change them in and out with the holidays if you'd like as well.
I don't know, I just think that they're so fun. The red ones are most popular. I mean, I could even see if you're the head of the brownies and the Girl Scouts. I remember back to when my mom, she volunteered, and we went and we caroled. This way, you know, you don't have to worry. You can put your hand over it. These don't get hot. If you have a pussycat that's very curious, if you have a dog with a big swishy tail, I mean, everything's safe. That's one of the most marvelous things about this. It's safe. And you've got yourself something that you buy once and you continue to use year round, whether it's the blue, whether it's the green, you know, maybe even if we're talking about, again, baby showers, bridal showers, even weddings. You know, candles are such an intricate part of so many of the things that we do. Maybe you put them in the windows, you know, in the windows in your home that way if you want to.
Absolutely. And with the flameless, you can, and because of their, again, they're going vertically up, so you're getting that beautiful vertical moment with design. So you have so much down here to decorate with. But with these as well, you can layer them into so many things, because obviously with a flameless, with a flamed candle, you're not going to want to put them near your greenery or near, you know, a book or anything like that. You're constantly kind of like keeping a check on these. But you can really layer these into anything that you have going on, and then add just that little bit of that mood and that life, and not have to worry about anything.
I think we all have candle holders that we don't use that take tapered candles because we just were like, I don't know what to do with this. I love what you just said. You know, if you have that opportunity, I've got lots of Christmas tree kind of, you know, around where I live. You could go just, you know, create your own look. Get maybe a basket, a long basket, and then put all that fresh greenery that you talked about. Maybe your pine cones you could put in that basket along with the fresh greenery, and then get all those little candle holders that you probably bought at the dollar store that you can just nestle in there. And how pretty would this be, right?
Absolutely beautiful. You're just creating a full centerpiece. And that's like the magic of flameless candles, is that they're going to add that little bit of life, they're going to add that little bit of mood, and they really add that elegance. And there's something about them. My mom has been a flameless candle person since they started, like ever since I was a little girl. But when I go to her home and, you know, it gets to a certain time and all the flameless candles come on, it really is, it's like a hug. There's something about it that's so welcoming, and you just you kind of kick back and you start to relax. So there's a mood setting that happens when we have flameless candles in our home as well.
Here's your update. The red, we've got 24, that's it, and then they are gone at this sale price, so keep that in mind. We're starting to get very limited in the green, fewer than 5 dozen in the green, and then that beautiful blue. I mean, blue is such a home decor color that's just so lovely. So again, you know, even if you wanted to go ahead, if you're more of a seascape person with that blue, I know millennials, because I'm raising one, or I've raised one, whatever. I guess, I don't know, are you ever done raising them? I'm not sure. But,
no.
You know, she's got this. I like it. You're right. JP said we're all a work in progress. Yeah, I'm sure if you asked my mom in heaven, she'd say I was a work in progress too. But this, you know, she has a navy blue chair. This would be beautiful by adding those blue candles, and that's that vertical that sometimes we miss. Just really beautiful. Really, really beautiful.
The blue I love. I use it in my home because I love neutral colors, but this gives a little bit of a depth without it being black or gray. So there's still a color to it. And there's something very, I don't know, like I want to get a Scotty dog and some tartan plaid with it as well.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's the thing. You'll own these for a lifetime. By the way, 2 AAA batteries, they'll give you 480 hours of glow time, particularly if you're using the 6-on, 18-off timer on these. They're 9 5/8 of an inch high, 7/8 of an inch in diameter, so they are designed to fit into all those tapered candle holders that we have that we're not using. H465991. Carrie, I think is that it from Miss Carrie? All right, but I have a feeling we're going to see you all week long this time of the day. So we're looking forward to it.
I will be here all week.
Okay. Thank you, love.
Thank you.
Oh, stay cool.